first talk over some of the kind of main features that make this different from other. So the first thing you'll see is that there's three modes. There's mixer mode, instrument mode, transport mode. So very easy to navigate your way around Reason. I'll show you over here actually. If you're in mixer mode, press the view button, find yourself jumping to the mixer as well. Instrument, you can jump to the rack. Transport, jump to the sequencer. Very easy to navigate your way around Reason. Mixer mode gives you control of the entire SSL mixer section. And every single parameter is covered in an intuitive menu. All the controls are grouped in useful ways. So if I want to control the master compressor, it's right there, very easy to select, and all of the controls of the master compressor turned on and off. On the mixer page, you have the name of the track that's selected, you have the mixer channel, and the name of the device in that track. As I change the channel in the mixer, you see in the sequencer it's going up and down, the white strip tells me which channel I'm playing with the keyboard. So again, unique to this product, I'm controlling the SSL mixer at the same time as controlling the sequencer and playing instruments. Quite a big feature. Amazing that nothing else could do that really. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that we have is the 100mm fader. 100mm fader tracks whichever track is selected. It's motorized. It is motorized. And as I change the keyboard track, this is going to change as well. So as you see, I'm now controlling this. My indicators as well, just tell me which track I'm on. If I press the EQ button, I'm controlling the EQ for, again, whichever track as a keyboard player you're playing, which is obviously very handy. So you can see here, just boost the gain up and down. If I go here to the mouse track now, turn it on, straight away. So it's really simple and very easy to navigate around a very big SSL mixer, and takes away the kind of thinking process of which one should I have to do, which channel, because whichever channel you've got
really hands-on.
The other thing you have is instrument mode. I'll just talk a little bit more about that. In instrument mode you get a big display of the patch name. So I change the patch, everything updates to go with it. 8 useful parameters, live controls if you like the filter and the resonance, are available straight away on these 8 controls. We also have the envelopes and the faders. Now although you can't see the envelopes right now, if I go to the menu, it's very easy to select envelopes and you can see the state of the envelopes. You'll notice that in this mode some of the faders are not quite in sync with Reason's values. The red marker specifies the value of the fader, the physical fader, and the white one specifies the value from Reason. So it's very easy to watch your marker and just get it back into sync and latch onto it. You never get any jumping. If I go back to mixer mode, let's mixer again. You get the latching there. If I go back to instrument mode, notice how the envelope page, your last page, remains where it is. You can see that I've moved that one, but it catches up, so you never get any jumping parameters.
That's very cool.
Obviously it's useful to have the page that you last had selected. If you just press instrument mode again, you always get back to that useful live page. Every single control of every Reason device is available. And again, it's just in this intuitive menu here, everything's back. So if I want to get to the filters, I select filters, and I can select very quickly between filter A and B. In transport mode, you're able to set your loop points, able to set up new dubs and new alt tracks. You can tap in a tempo, set your pre-roll. You can monitor either through Simplicity clocks or by bars and beats. The transport controls in front of you give you the ability to move to the start of the loop, to the end of the loop. You can undo any recordings that you do, or anything that you do.
That's a very handy button.
The click track can be turned on and off, quantize and record mode, and obviously the usual controls that most devices have. So that's kind of like an overview of what it does. What I'll do now is I'll set the loop to 2-bar loop. There's the start. is just something we did in about 5 minutes. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll just skip the loop along. You can see this actually build up live. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll start with a Kong track. Notice as soon as I selected the instrument, the drum is mapped to Kong. Something else that's interesting about Kong. Feedback comes from Reason. I'll just skip back. I'll just skip the track back so there's some drums playing. You'll see the feedback coming from Reason as you play.
That is very cool.
The other thing I can do with Kong, I can mute certain drums in and out, or even solo. Of course, when you solo, everything else is muted. It always tells you, what state your pads are in and where you are. Again, this is another unique feature to this product. Amazingly, no other device can control Kong with the mutes and the solos, not like this. Everything else relies on like custom presets, So anyway, we'll just record a quick kind of few bars in the transport mode. Skip the loop along, 2-bar loop, turn on the click track. Very quick and easy. And you find yourself looking here when you're recording instead of up here. You're happy. Move on to another track. Have a little play, get used to it, hit record. Of course, one of the other good things about it is you can record automation on the fly. Then pick that off. Okay, so I've got a basic thing. Here's a few other things you can do. Having this always focused on the fader track, I can always solo in and out. So you can drop the drums in and out, of the track. Suddenly you've got a live performance controller. Skip it back to the start of the loop again. So that's just a very quick demo of how easy it is to just kind of build a track. You mentioned how can you select different instruments? Well, we use QWERTY keystrokes. It's the best way to do that. It's 11 F keys, accessible by holding down the Shift F key modifier. The transport controls allow you to select your macro. You can assign any type of QWERTY control. Anything you can do from here, you can do on these buttons. But not only, not just one QWERTY, but actually up to 8 per button. So a good example would be to duplicate a loop, Control C and Control V. All you do is you select Control Edit, and you can assign anyone to the loop copy. Press this button, you'll see new cutter come up, and I can learn up to 8 keystrokes. Very, very functional. So I'll just show you that in practice, hopefully. Let's see if this works. I can select what I want to do, and then I can duplicate it, just like that. So once you finish your recording, duplicate. Done. Really, really easy. So just another example of a few couple of ways we can create a new audio track. You can then watch the input monitor coming in and out. There's a redo. I just undo the audio track. Of course you can redo it, undo it, very easy. Tab, useful. This is just stuff that I've kind of put in myself, just my choice. Maybe other users wouldn't want to. Here's quite a funky thing. To start up a new instrument, you load up the browser, select the type of instrument I want. great thing about this, if you're in instrument mode, you can actually audition and tell you exactly what's in that drum. So as I change it, it's going to update the patch name. It's actually quite cool the way it all interacts. It's something we didn't actually realise was going to happen. When you're happy with what you got, select it. And there it is.
Oh, cool.
So you'll probably get it on the street for about €400. It should be available in June. I mean on the shelves in June. You'll be able to buy the thing and have it in your living room or your bedroom. Thank you.